This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here again on a Thursday. A lovely Thursday. It is Friday Eve, or as they say, Friday Eve. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to see every single one of your beautiful usernames and auras in the chat. Make sure, again, you guys smash these likes, subscribe, share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on with the banks, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, everything. Also, make sure to check out our lovely sponsors, Cake Wallet. Link is in the live chat and in the description. And, of course, Market Cipher. Make sure to check out Market Cipher. It's currently 40% off right now. If you guys go and click on that link in the live chat and in the description, you can get 40% off of Market Cipher, being that their lovely representative, Mike Perry, was on the Joe Rogan podcast. So shout out to Crypto Face, Market Cipher, and Mike Perry. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Please keep in mind, guys, that we have a goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Yesterday, we were smashing these goals. Let's continue to do that. And thank you for all the love yesterday. Yesterday was like a lot of love, and I really do appreciate every little bit of it. Creighton, nice to see you. He said, hey, yo, Cookie Crew. Nice to see you, Creighton. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Maybe one day I'll give you a raisin for your cookie. I know Andy was here early. Bullish Morale was here early. Mike Vollmer was here early. So shouts to you guys for being early birds getting after the zesty worm. We got Randy, Thomas Barth in the chat. My girl, Alexandra G, with all the love out there, Alexandra J. Patrick Murphy, it's great to see you. All Set Miner, what's up? Nice to see you. Crypto Allah. Okay, that was a weird comment. Crypto Allah. Jimmy W, my favorite, my uncle, every bit of zestiness in this man. Welcome, Jimmy, to the show. John Jermaine, my boy, my in and out boy. Welcome to the show. Who else we have here going on? We have John Foster. Nice to see you. Hope you and Emma are doing well over there. Hope you guys are doing well. Where's Kenio? We need Kenio and Sophia. We need Kenio and Sophia out here right now. Who else we have? We have Ricochet Rabbit. Nice to see you as well. Web3 Fits. What's up? I saw Mike Vollmer early. Who else we have out here? Who else? David Brumblebee. So let's go. Nice to see you, David. Nice to see you. I like seeing you in my chat. I always see you, I always run into you everywhere else. It's nice to see you here. Ian, nice to see you as well. Joshua V, what's up, my friend? Emery, what's up? Joe Garcia says, good morning from Texas. You're up early over there in Texas. Welcome to the stream. If you could get me some in and out from Texas, maybe like a new t-shirt, that would be great. Brandon Designer, what's up? Nice to see you as well. I hope I didn't miss anyone. ENF, I think I said hi to you. Wait, Juan. Is that Juan from Nefty Blocks? Hold on. I gotta see the username. Let me head over to YouTube. Joe Harvey's in the chat. Oh no, wait, that's not Juan from Nefty Blocks, but that is still a Juan. Nice to see you, Juan. I got your name confused with somebody else that I know. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. If I missed anyone, please let me know. Say I missed you. Say I missed you. Yell at me in the comments. Yell at me in the comments. It's great to see every single one of you guys, though. I'm very happy to have a nice little squad out here early. Now, let's get into the news. We have a lot of things to cover. Jerome Powell talking about Bitcoin and crypto. Elon Musk might fight Mark Zuckerberg. There's a lot of things that are going on right now, so we're going to get into it. Geez, I'll go up. Good morning to you over on the TikToks. 0000. Good morning from Cali. Nice to see you. Morty said that you see a lot of fake accounts with my picture. It's not me, though. No, it's not me. It's not me. So this is my only TikTok, at missteencrypto, just so everybody knows. I have imposters on every single platform that I'm on. So if you guys are on TikTok, if you guys are on Twitter, even Telegram, Discord, Facebook, it literally does not matter. There are imposters of me everywhere. So please make sure that you guys are validating or verifying my social media. Instagram and Twitter have a blue check, so that makes everything a lot easier. Patrick Murphy, a new mission for me to drop the F-bomb. One day it might slip. Avo, nice to see you. There's a lot of fakes on TikTok. Yeah. There's a ton. Creighton, you gotta be a member so you could get those zesty 100 emojis, Creighton. I don't know what you're doing. See, this is why I won't give you raisins for your cookies, Creighton. This is why I won't. Okay, guys, we're gonna get into the stream. Thank you guys for dropping all these 100 emojis, though. If you are a member, make sure you guys show off those member emojis. I'm gonna add a sheesh emoji. I'm on a mission to do that. because we got gifted so many memberships yesterday. They should have kicked in today for me to be able to add that emoji. Now, Juan said, hey girl, good morning. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Guys, we are doing spectacular on the charts, right, David DCA on TikTok, right? Okay. We can look at what's going on with our crypto bubbles, because our crypto bubbles are always significant bubbles. We could take a look at that. Oh no, why do I have this out? Why do I have this out? There we go. We got some gainers. Look at Pepe. Pepe going off. Look at that little face. Look at that little face, the Pepe face. He's just looking at you. He's just looking at you and he's like, I'm a gainer. I'm a big one. Oh, that's so hilarious. I love that. I absolutely love that. We have a lot of green going on here. The only things that really aren't in the green is like BSV, Zcash, Render, Pulse, Hex. So just like kind of like, I wouldn't say the usual. Render has been doing pretty good. But guys, we have some nice gainers today. Pepe is mooning. We got Cardano up 6.5%. Uniswap is up 5%. We got Ape out here doing good. Tomi Token is doing good. XLM, IMX, so Immutable is doing good. That's nice to see. Theta's coming back. I want to see Theta come back because I remember Theta was doing really well last bull market. eGold is up 4%. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, these are our bubbles. This is what's going on for the day. We can see what's going on for the week, though, since we've been part of the week. Wow. Pepe's up 89% for the week. Oh, sheesh. Gala is doing good. Up 20% for the week. One Gala right now. Whoa. Bitcoin Cash is, of course, doing good because of all the things going out about it. And it's going to be listing on EDX Exchange, backed by all the big people. Hex is up 35%. Listen, I mean, Hex needs all the gains that it could get right now. Poor Hex, man. Let's take a look at the Pepe chart. Let's head over to Dex Tools. I want to go look at Pepe because there's so many meme coins that are popping off right now. It's actually wild. I heard Gensler was doing pretty good. But let's look at Pepe. Pepe's up 50%. Woo! Look at this, guys. What the? Look, I want to see the buy and sells coming in. We got a lot of buy orders. Look at this, guys. This is mostly buy orders. Wow. So is this pimp not over because people are still buying? Like the volume is coming in. What chart is this? This is the 1 hour chart. Let's see. This is the 1 hour chart for Pepe. Let's look at the day. Let's look at the daily. Okay. It's been a while, as you guys can see, that I looked at this chart. Let's see what's happening out here. Wow. Sorry if my lines aren't perfectly straight. I'm a little messy, but all right, there we go. So it seems that we had a little bit of a dip here with Pepe, and then we kind of rose back up. And when was this? This was May 1st. We hit a new all-time high for Pepe not too far after that. And then we just kind of been sideways ever since. And we trended to the bottom of our range, and now we're exactly testing the top of it. Oh, whoa, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Pepe's getting zesty. Look at little Pepe. Let's see the gains. Let's see the gains from when this green started. We're up 73% from, let's see, this was like, what, 3 days ago? Yeah. Wow, that's wild. This was on the 20th, so that was like literally 2 days ago. And we went up 70% for Pepe. You just never know. We were sideways trading for so long with Pepe. It was just like bleeding. And then we kind of mooned a little bit. As you could see, I had like my little slide because we were going down. I was like, oh no, it's slip and slide. But now we're like starting to bounce back up. That looks cool. And we have that volume here to kind of support that. Interesting. I mean, listen, I guess go Pepe, right? Like meme coins are cool just because it's not controlled. So it seems like, yeah, the volume on the hourly is nuts. And it's still coming in the volume because as you could see, those buy orders were really flowing in for Pepe. Whoa. Killing the game. As you guys know, these are smaller market caps though, so the volatility could definitely be there. Let's see, what's the market cap for Pepe right now? Market cap, $679.5 million. So it's almost half of its all-time high market cap. It had literally $1 billion market cap, Pepe. So that's wild. That's wild. Can we bounce back to that? I absolutely hope so. We tested above our range twice on the hourly. That's interesting too, if you guys see that right here. On the hourly, we tested the top of our range twice with the wick, but didn't get there. But it seems like maybe this hour, because we're about to close on the hour, maybe we can make it. Maybe we could break above that. Maybe we could break above it. That would be really interesting. Then I guess the next target is like just a little bit higher than that, right around here, 1866. We're at 1616, maybe 1866, something like that. Wow. What? Pepe. Killing the game. All right, we're going to stop looking at meme coins. Let's look at the big boy coins. Let's look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is zesting out. Zesting. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes, sharing the stream out with friends. What's going on, guys? What is going on? Make sure you guys are smashing those member emojis, though, because those are important. Those are important. Who else is in the chat? Honda Lands, Bad Boy, Chad. Nice to see you. Retro Mike. Retro Mike, where's Joe? Did Joe, like, abandon us? D-Gen Coffee, nice to see you. Broke Oshi, hola to you, mi amigo. Everyone say hi to me. I need to be said hello to. Bitcoin just broke $30,300 as we're speaking. How beautiful is that? So $30,330. We're up 1.12%. So we're having a mini pimp here as we are talking with Bitcoin. Now let's take a gander at market Cipher. Guys, momentum shift rapidly. VWAP still hanging above the zero line. And as we were noting a few days ago, we started to see an increase in money flow. Now we're approaching the zero line with money flow. That is bueno. I want to see beautiful amounts of green money flow. I want to see this type of money flow from back in January when we really started to have a run-up recovering from FTX. Important stuff, my friends. Important stuff. Now let's take a gander at the chart here. Now, we have a nice gain of Bitcoin, over 70% on the new year. It's a splendid time to be alive, splendid time to be in Bitcoin. Now, a few days ago, we touched the top of this range that we have between $23,400 or $23,500 Bitcoin, and the high of that was 24.8. Now, we bounced up. And we were trading between this range for around 27.1 and 28.4. We fell below this range. We tapped with the wick 24.7. Scary. And now we bounced back up pretty well to the point where we are now seeing levels that we haven't seen since April. This is good news. Because it seems as though maybe the FOMO could start to come back into Bitcoin. Now, it seems like we're testing this level that we kind of reached a high of 30,465 in April. Now, can we test that today? It seems like yesterday we did, and we didn't quite close there. We closed yesterday at $30,050, which is interesting. Or just below 30. Holy what? 29,996, was that our close, or am I a little off here? Because I could be a little off. I think it closed above 30,000. And then today's candle, we're doing all right. And it seems like, again, we're testing that level with a wick that we saw again in April. Can we break through that is the question. Now, in the chat, if you think we're going to see $31,000 Bitcoin today, drop a 1. If you think we're not going to see 30,000 Bitcoin, press a 2. So 1 for 31K and 2 for none. Cowboy, thank you for the 5 TikToks, the first contribution of the stream. Missing crypto time shift is important for our schedules. Joe and I are important people at our jobs. All right, Retro Mike. All right. Call Joe. Get him in here. Wake him up. Again, $30,300 Bitcoin. This is really good stuff. And hopefully, again, these are levels that since previous to April that we haven't seen since basically June of last year. So if we could break through this, then I guess the next target, if we're looking this far back, is like 31.8, maybe 31.8. Well, I would like to close above, like keep closing above 30K for a few days. I would like to see like close above 30,500 today. And then maybe then the next level could be like, again, 31.8. I think that's what I'd watch out for next. Because if this, turns into support, then that would be good. Because previous to this level, we haven't seen that since July 2021. And then after July 2021 is when we went moon and hit our new all-time highs. So that's a very significant level now that I'm looking at it. Woo! I am excited. Wow, friends. Wow. This really is pamping me up. This is pamping me up. I am so hyped. This is really significant. I was looking at this earlier, and I don't think it really set in as far as it just did. So 31.8 is an important level, I feel. Wow. I am zesting. Alexandra G, I think you understand where I'm coming from. I am full on zesting out right now. So 31.8 is the next level. Let's turn that into support. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I guess this is our next level. Yesterday, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Yesterday, oopsies. What I was saying, I was like, oh, sheesh. Okay, I was like, hopefully we break through this and our next level is like, what did I say yesterday? I was going to say like, let's break above 27.1. Next goal is 28. And then we went right. And then the next goal is where we were, like 30K Bitcoin. And then we actually made it, which was so funny. I was like, oh my gosh, we're charting out here, I feel like I'm learning a lot about the charts. I'm feeling so excited. We could talk about Ethereum too. I am just so excited. I can't even contain it. We're over $1,900 Ethereum right now, up 0.66%. Do you guys feel the hype in the chat? I have to talk to you guys. Do you feel this hype in the chat? I'm feeling exhilarated right now. And you might be like, oh, Miss Teen, you're over exaggerating. But I'm exhilarated by these charts. Friend on TikTok, please head over to my YouTube channel and you'll see everything I'm looking at. Whoa. Absolute whoa. I gotta move this camera over a little bit. That's better. That's way better. Yeah, charting is fun, all set miner. Guys, if you are hyped for the charts, say hype in the chat. Drop hype in the chat. Now, Ethereum, zesting out. We finally had that nice curve with the money flow. It was a nice curve. We like a nice curve. We have money flow in the green slightly, ever so slightly. And we were watching this. We were like, we're going to go up. We're going to go up. And we did. Momentum shifted. VWAP, chilling. Take a look at the charts here. We had a range between 1,400 and 1,700, about 1,706 Ethereum. We tapped it. We went right below. We were like, oh, sheesh, oh no. Is this dangerous? Is this dangerous? And then we rebounded. Hit our next resistance point, which was 1814. And I said that yesterday too. I was like, guys, let's hit 1814. And our next goal is 1911. That's what I was hoping for. It was like our next level is 1911. And you know what happened yesterday after the stream? Craziness ensued because our wick high was like 1901. And then we keep playing with 1911 today. We keep revisiting it. Literally, our wick high was 1931, but we keep tapping 1911. I've been watching the charts just tapping 1911, 1911, 1911. If we could continue and break through that, then I want to see I don't know, $2,000 Ethereum. That's the next. I would say maybe 1990. Yeah, $2,000 Ethereum. $2,000 Ethereum. That's what I want to see. Again, I'm just looking at the levels and what my eyes are like, okay, this is what we've been dealing with. Never financial advice, never telling you when to buy, sell, boopity bop. I'm just letting you guys know that this is craziness. Crazy. Oh, I'm a res. Thank you for your dollar super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think this is the first super chat of the stream. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm a res. And your little wink emoji in the chat. That's so cute. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes, sharing the stream out with friends. We have 90 viewers and only 50 likes. We got to change that. Again, we are treading on $1,900 Ethereum. I hope we don't break below it. I don't want to. I want to stay above $1,900. Let's close there and then, or close above 1911 would make me happy. And then let's head to 2K Ethereum. I want to see a 2K Ethereum. Wow, this is so awesome, guys. I'm like actually like nerding out. I'm losing it. I am losing it. Let's talk about. Oh no, Alexandra G. Have a great weekend. I'll miss you, friend. I'll miss you. But I would like to see $2,100 Ethereum, because even these levels that we're looking at now, we really haven't seen those levels previous to our sideways trading in April. We haven't seen this since August of last year. So even if you look at August of last year, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Even if you look at August of last year, 1981 was a little bit of a point that we tested and then pulled back from until pretty much where we're at now. So maybe if we could close above 1981 and turn that into support, that would be extra. That would be extra zesty. So maybe 1981 and 2000 are maybe my next levels to look at right here. If you guys could see, do you guys see this dotted line right here? I think you guys do. There you go. You should see it. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. 1,980 and then $2,000 Ethereum. That's the vibe. That is the vibe. Absolutely the vibe. I'm so excited. I'm beyond excited. Can't even like put it to words how excited we are. Of course, someone in the chat said, can we retrace? It's of course possible. Anything is possible. Listen, we're having some bullish momentum. Even right here, we had some bullish momentum here. We touched $2,100 Ethereum. And then we retraced down to like 1655. So yeah, we could have a pullback. That's normal. Number can't always go up. I think it's actually healthier to go up and retrace than go back up, right? Like how we went from 1,400 about Ethereum to 2,100, retraced down to 1,650, and started heading back up. I think retracing is healthy. And if we only go up, then that means we're just going to crash and burn. And yeah, I think the big run is inevitable. But of course, we're always going to have retraces. You know, you can't just live in the euphoria forever. I want to talk about Litecoin because Litecoin is uber zesty. Ethereum, you're below 1900. Stop messing around. Stop messing around. Let's go to Litecoin. Litecoin, yay. Litecoin, future of money, yeah. Okay, we got Litecoin headed up to the zero line. Beautifully right here, beautifully headed up to the zero line in terms of money flow. Let's get after the VWAP is going up. We have a momentum shift that's about to happen. Let's see how confidently that happens. Taking a gander here, we are at $86.17. Litecoin up 1.3%. We're almost at $91 Litecoin. That's my next point. I told you guys I want to close above where we took our losses here, $89. Then our next point is 91. Then after that is 95 and 102. That's what you need. That is what we want. That is the zest. Because again, we were sideways trading between 91 and 102 for a while. And then we retraced, and I don't like it. But, you know, I think Litecoin's super zesty. The volume is definitely coming in here, as you can see. So some buyers are definitely defending this level. So that way we could go back up. But again, $91 Litecoin is my next target. Yep. And the halving's not far away. We have the Litecoin halving soon. That's going to be really zesty. It's going to be really exciting. And of course, we need something that's sound money and everything like that. So August 2nd is the estimated date. We have 41 and a half days left. Let's go, Litecoin. Let's go the halving. So excited. Even Doge is actually doing good. I want to shout out Doge for a second. Doge we were watching because we fell below our 8 cent range. Well, it was like really 8 to 10 cents. It was what our range was, right? Then we fell below 7 cents. We hit like 5.5 cents with a wick. But we then retraced, and now we're at like 0.066666 cents, 1.6% in the green. Hopefully, I want to retrace and go back to 7 cents. That would make me happy. 7 cents is the next goal. I want to stay above 7 cents for Doge. And there we have it. We got T-Bone in the chat. Nice to see you. Retro Mike, Oval Bore, Missteencrypto. I'm going to put some respect on LTC's name for Randi. Yes, please, please. Listen, I've been talking about Litecoin forever. Like, I don't even know. Armand said toot. Oh, toot to you too. Creighton thinks we're going to have a pullback. It's all good. Oval Bore is here. At least you got some MTC singing. Yeah, Retro Mike loves my singing. He can't admit otherwise. We have Crypto Surfer in the chat as well. Crypto Outcast. I don't know if I say hi to you today, but hello. Am I missing anyone? Dave P is here. Nice to see you. B. Tyler, easy work. Dubai Money says, love the energy. I'm always here for the energies. I feel like I'm a 5-hour energy. V. Neil, nice to see you. All right. Hopefully I got it. Robert Curry is here. All right. Crimson. I think I got everyone. Antonio, he said, MTC, what's up, fam? Well, hello to you. B Team Crypto said, Tom told me he knows MTC is the real Litecoin champ. Oh, Tom, little Tom. I mean, listen, like, sheesh. I talked about Litecoin before anyone. Really, not before anyone, but before a lot of people. So, yeah. I mean, me and Tom, if you guys look back to Tom's podcast that I was originally on, that's when I was like really talking to him about Litecoin. I was like, Litecoin. And then we were even talking about Digibyte on that podcast. You guys got to go look at Tom's podcast. And that's when like this whole Litecoin thing kind of started with Tom, was when we were talking on his podcast. All right, sorry, I just thought I had to look at something. Michael, oh, nice to see you. Leroy's in the chat. Nice to see you. Lazarus, you're late but here. It's okay. Retro Mike, my singing is as beautiful as Emma. You know what, Mike? I think we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have to fight. I think we're gonna have some beef here. John Foster said, on our way to drop Emma off at camp. Say hi, Randy. Have fun at camp, Emma. Camp your heart away, my friend. Camp your heart away. Have a good day. Stay calm, cool, and zesty. Okay, stay cool. All right. Guys, I thought this was absolutely wild. Oh, Morty, thank you for the rosa. I like the rosa. Makes me feel like it's a fancy rose. Now, I do want to talk about... Oh, wait. Sheesh. Guys, smash these likes. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We have like 85 people watching. Let's get some likes out here. Elon Musk is supposedly going to fight Mark Zuckerberg in a cage match. Now, I know you guys might be like, Randy, what are you talking about? But this is actually happening. Now, this is all over Twitter. I'm going to fill you in because you guys must be like, what? Elon Musk is going to fight Mark Zuckerberg? Yeah. After Elon Musk recently tweeted that he'd be up for a cage fight with Mark Zuckerberg, the Meta CEO shot back. So if you guys see here, this was the tweet. It was absolutely funny. I was watching the entire thing on Twitter. I couldn't believe what was actually going on here. But Mario Nofel tweeted, Meta to release Twitter rival called Threads. Elon Musk says, I'm sure Earth can't wait to be exclusively under Zuck's thumb with no other options. At least it would be sane. Was worried there for a moment. Someone said, better be careful, Elon. I heard he does jujitsu now. Elon Musk said, I'm up for a cage match if he is, LOL. So this is like the original thread that this came from. Mark Zuckerberg takes a screenshot of this thread because someone said, I love you, Elon, but you better start training. Zuckerberg took a screenshot and said, send me location. So Mark Zuckerberg might fight him in a cage match. Elon Musk then responds to this and says, Vegas Octagon. I'll have this great move that I call the walrus, where I just lie on top of my opponent and do nothing. So this is what we have. We are... it's a battle of the social media CEOs. So whose CEO will win? Meta or Twitter? Guys, put it in the chat. Put it in the comments after this video is over. Let me know who you would pick in the fight. Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. Now, I know Mark Zuckerberg, he does jujitsu. He does some training. Boom, boom, boom. He also likes to water ski, I think. I was watching this episode with him on Joe Rogan. It's pretty interesting, not to say the least. Elon's funny, dude. This is comical. But at least you got to have some humor, right? You got to have some humor. Hopefully, the whole thing, there's Doge logos everywhere, and it will be in a nice Vegas octagon. It will be very interesting. Who do you guys pick? True. Nice to see you in the chat. You said good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you. Lee said they should fight in a submersible. Oh my gosh. The Titanic thing, man. I cannot. That gave me full on anxiety. Hi, Colorado on TikTok. Peter said Marcus is a trained alien. Chill. Nice to see you. Alien versus Alien. Oh no. Man versus Machine said much love from Amsterdam. Much love from NYC. Sending that love back to you. Ivan, nice to see you in the chat. All right. Crash Coin, Doge Army. Nice to see you. Ivan, good morning to you. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone else. Daniel Perez, smash a like and be zesty. Absolutely. You know the vibe. Ovalboard said you'll fight Retro Mike for me. Don't worry. All right, thank you. Please beat up that Retro Mike. I thought Joe would be here to defend my honor, but of course, Joe kind of abandoned us. Whatever. MetaMask said, good day to you. 150 likes. I'm supportive of 150 likes, guys. We have 91 people watching. Why don't we have 100 likes yet? We're the ones that ratio here. We ratio. Geek is here. Prepare for an MTC red face. Keep your cookies. Make me some brownies, Miss Tina. Geek, I will make some brownies one day. I gotta find a good brownie recipe because I always use brownie mix, but I haven't done my own brownie recipe. So I think that's the next thing I gotta figure out. Crash Coin said you just subscribed. Thanks, fam. We have a goal of 20,000 subscribers here. We're at, I think, 12.3 right now. Let's get 20,000 subs, man. We got to do that. Hi, RustyBot. All right. Chair Powell. Jerome Powell. Making moves. Now, there was a whole hearing yesterday with Jerome Powell, the Fed chair. What did he say about stablecoins? What did he say about Bitcoin and crypto? Well, let's find out. Fed Chair Powell says central bank needs robust role overseeing U.S. stablecoins. This is actually laughable. Jerome Powell argued that for the need for strong central bank oversight and stablecoin regulations being crafted by lawmakers in the House Financial Services Committee. They see stablecoins as a form of money. And in all advanced economies, the ultimate source of credibility is money is the central bank. So again, he said, we do see payment stablecoins as a form of money. In all advanced economies, the ultimate source of credibility in money is the central bank. This is literally the opposite of why we are in crypto, is this sentence right here. But Powell said that yesterday and said, we believe that it would be appropriate to have a quite robust federal role. He also noted that the Fed staff has been involved in talks with lawmakers from both parties on the crypto legislation members of the committee have been working on. He observed in his testimony that the industry appears to have some staying power, though Powell also suggested that the market has fallen sharply since last year. So again, he's saying that Bitcoin and crypto has staying power, meaning that we can't get rid of it. Why? He can't say that it's going to die because it's not. It's impossible. There was a panel led by Chairman Patrick McHenry, and that he would be marking up 2 crypto bills in late July. And a markup is an open session that invites debates or edits to the details of a bill before it gets a vote. And he's scheduling the much debated stablecoin legislation and a wider bill that would set the overall market structure and oversight for crypto in the U.S. This is huge with McHenry. He released he was releasing bills with Tom Emmer for stable coins, for crypto clarity. So this is going to basically what Patrick McHenry is doing is making it so that we have clarity and that they can't have all the power in terms of crypto regulation. In questioning Powell, Representative Maxine Waters said that the latest legislative proposal from Republicans would leave the Fed severely hamstrung. Again, Maxine Waters, not Maxwell, apologies. Maxine Waters, she was a part of the FTX case a little bit, but she didn't really do much. And we thought she was going to do more to help us, but she really didn't. But she said that it would leave the Fed to establish a strong floor for oversight of non-bank stablecoin issuers. Powell also addressed the debate over whether the U.S. should establish a CBDC and said we're a long way from this. Guys, I will show you a clip that literally contradicts this. He also said that the central bank has no interest in managing retail accounts. But this is not true because of the clip I'm about to show you. He said we would not support accounts at the Federal Reserve by individuals. Instead, such accounts would be managed through the banking system. But of course, who manages the banking system? The central bank. And if you look at the economic report of the president, they literally said that CBDCs are not crypto and that, again, all money that is real money is money that is issued by a sovereign country, and the value of that money issued by a sovereign country is given by the central bank. What value does the central bank have? Honestly, magic. It's in the air. Meanwhile, we actually know that Bitcoin has value because it has a finite supply of 21 million, an inflation schedule every 4 years, and is divisible, in which 100 cents is a dollar, 100 million Satoshis is one Bitcoin. It's immutable. It's actually more tangible than your bank account money. You see your app, you just open your app, it says the balance is there, but it's not really there. When you open your Bitcoin wallet or your cryptocurrency wallet, your balance is actually there because your coins are actually in that wallet. Isn't that wild? Speaking on the CBDCs, Jerome Powell commented on this months ago and said that a wholesale and a retail CBDC is already underway. So why he's saying what he just said, that they don't know if they could release one, they're unsure of it, that's not right.
Reserve as their fiscal agent. You've testified here many times before that to issue a central bank digital currency, that would have to be authorized by statute by Congress. Is that still your testimony?
That is absolutely the case as it relates to a retail CBDC. There are potential forms of a wholesale CBDC that we need to look at. It's less clear, but we've always been talking about retail CBDC, and that's something we would certainly need congressional approval for.
And what would be a parameter on something that's not a retail CBDC where you think that could be issued in some form or fashion without Congress's direct statutory authorization?
It would be, for example, it would just be something between banks. So it would look an awful lot like a bank reserve. And you might ask, well, why would we need it? And that's a really good question too.
Yeah.
But it's just something that's literally within a wholesale market.
But that speaks that you might have a blockchain between banks and the Fed using a central bank digital currency token to settle transactions institutionally inside yeah. So that leads me to FedNow, which is supposed to be up and running, I think, this summer, somewhat behind the scene there. I would like to ask you to formally have this full committee briefed on that by the Federal Reserve. I know the chair of the Kansas City Bank was involved. She's now left. And I think the committee has a lot of questions about FedNow, how its interoperability will work, how it's going to roll out. And also just a question that we've been asked, that why the Fed wire system isn't up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week now to benefit consumers that are using Venmo. Do you have a thought on that?
I'm not sure why we're not 24/7 on that, and we, of course, be delighted to come up and brief the committee on Fed.
That'd be good.
Well, there you have it, my friends. Now, I'm going to show you something else. I want to show you the video of the FedNow program. Now, you heard it right there that he said, oh, basically they want to do CBDCs, and basically everything that he said was probably quite the opposite of what actually is happening. So we could take a look at something that we already know about, which is, hold on, the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and their ties to the FedNow program. So CBDCs are already underway. We have a few things that I want to connect the dots for you for in case you haven't seen this yet, because it really is important. Let's connect the dots. August of 2022, I bookmarked this because they kind of try to archive these things and delete them. But August of 2022, the Federal Reserve updates the FedNow service timing to mid-2023. And they were doing full-scale pilot testing. If you take a look at who's involved in this, they even brought up Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City was involved, and that clip was brought up. You then fast forward to this quote: the benefits of instant payments are increasingly important to consumers and businesses, and the ability to provide this service will be critical for financial institutions to remain competitive, says Ken Montgomery, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston first vice president and FedNow service program executives. Next year, financial institutions will be using FedNow as a springboard to provide innovative solutions to their customers. There you go. Federal Reserve Bank of Boston first vice president and the FedNow program executive. Take a look at Project Hamilton. Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. This is a whole infrastructure for CBDCs. So to say that CBDCs aren't around and that they don't know what to do with it and that they aren't ready for it is a lie, because they already did all of these things. You could look at the San Francisco Fed. They looked for someone to hire for central bank digital currencies. The New York Fed put out a 12-week pilot program in November of 2022. All of this is extremely scary. And if you look deeper into it, who's involved in this Federal Reserve Bank of Boston thing? MIT. Who worked at MIT? Gary Gensler. There's just endless things happening here. Now, again, you look at the core design and results. They said in our design, users interact with the central transaction processors. And who is that? Funds are addressed to public keys, the transaction processor run by a trusted operator, which is the central bank. So Jerome Powell is calling for central banks to have real money. It's the only credible money, according to him, and said that they want to have a robust role. Well, of course, the central bank wants to have a robust role because they'll be our transaction processor that will approve our funds. This is extremely dangerous because if the central bank doesn't like you, doesn't like where you are, doesn't like what you're doing, they themselves will cut off your money. And that is why Tom Emmer came up with the CBDC, the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act. I believe that's what it's called. CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act. Yes. That's why Tom Emmer came out with the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act, because he wanted to prevent central banks and the Federal Reserve from issuing a currency directly to an individual because of the surveillance that it has and the abilities that they have to literally cut you off at any point. I want you to also watch this, the FedNow video that the Federal Reserve put out. And just so you know, this will cause a bank run. Why? Because if people could move funds at a more rapid pace and 24/7 instant payments, then it's easier for people to move funds. We were already having bank runs before FedNow. If you look at First Republic and you look at all these other banks, over 722 banks lost over 50% of their capital within the first quarter of this year. We're now over halfway through the year. Let's keep going with the FedNow video.
In today's fast-paced world, time is money. More people, businesses, and organizations are demanding instant payments. That's why the Federal Reserve is developing the FedNow service, a safe and efficient instant payments infrastructure that will modernize the U.S. payment system. The FedNow service will give financial institutions the opportunity to innovate, enabling their customers to send and receive money in seconds, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Funds will settle between financial institutions in real time, which means there's no buildup of interbank obligations, and end users will have access to the funds in seconds.
Again, retail. Retail is still involved in this.
How will the FedNow service work? Imagine the owner of a coffee shop is running low on coffee beans and needs to schedule a quick delivery. She places an order, and the coffee bean company sends her a request for payment. She responds to the request for payment and pays for the coffee beans right then and there through an app from her credit union, which uses the FedNow service. Once she initiates the payment, her credit union screens the payment and sends an ISO 20022 compliant payment message, either directly or through a service provider to the FedNow service over the Federal Reserve's FedLine network. The FedNow service instantly validates the payment message and passes it along to the coffee bean supplier's bank. In real time, the supplier's bank confirms to the FedNow service that it intends to accept the payment, and the FedNow service debits and credits the master accounts of both the shop owners and the coffee bean supplier's financial institutions or the master accounts of their correspondents. The FedNow service also immediately sends a payment message with an advice of credit to the supplier's bank and notifies the shop owner's credit union that settlement is complete. Finally, the supplier's bank credits the supplier's account in near real time, making the funds available. The supplier's bank will have the option of sending a confirmation to the shop owner's credit union that the payment has been posted to the supplier's account, providing the coffee shop owner with certainty that the payment was received. The FedNow service will be designed to be flexible and support a broad range of potential use cases. Banks, credit unions, and other industry providers can use it as a springboard for innovation to support a range of applications such as account-to-account transfers and bill pay. For example, Now imagine it's after hours and the shop owner gets a reminder that her car insurance bill is due today. She may be able to avoid a late fee by initiating a bill payment in her credit union app and selecting to pay it now. Later, she repays a friend for a pizza they shared using an app provided by her credit union that clears and settles through the FedNow service. With this service, banks and credit unions can remain competitive by offering the type of payment options customers increasingly expect in today's fast-paced world. The FedNow service will support flexible adoption, allowing financial institutions the option to work with aggregators, processors, and correspondents to adopt the service. Banks and credit unions will also have the option to adopt the full set of FedNow capabilities or sign on as a receive-only participant. The initial launch of the FedNow service will focus on core clearing and settlement capabilities. Additional features will be released in phases to meet evolving industry demands and changes in technology. Get ready for the FedNow service. Learn more at fednow.org.
Whoa! So now you know how FedNow works. Let's just send money to this person. Let the bank look at this, the credit union look at this, and the other person look at this, and all this. What? Oh my gosh. You would think they'd be like, oh, wow, Bitcoin solves this. It's so much easier where you put a transaction out there and it goes directly peer-to-peer. Minimal fees, no permission in between. And it's validated by the network that it lives on. Miners validating all these transactions. Isn't Bitcoin easier than FedNow? Isn't it cheaper than FedNow? But the thing is that they want to control your transactions. They want to have you to have absolutely no privacy. So the thing is, this is how they trap you into CBDCs because they want to control the big banks, get them involved in the FedNow program, and then all these payment processors and the banks work together on onboarding everyone into a digital currency. Oh, we sent you an invoice over the internet. You're paying with digital currency. Now here's the digital dollar. That will be the end. Just so you guys understand. CBDCs are the end of your privacy. They are the end of your liberties. We have 3 inalienable rights that are taken away instantly with central bank digital currencies as life, liberty, and property. Your life will be controlled. You won't have the liberty you had before because you will have no power over when, how, and where you spend your money. And your property can be taken away from you because if you have no money, you have no power, you cannot get your property. Your house could be taken from you. Unfortunately, your car could be taken from you. Anything could be taken from you. The only thing that cannot be taken from you is your Bitcoin. We have to bring power back to the people. Whoever has the money has the power. And I know that's kind of sad to say, but it's absolutely the truth. And of course, I'm not going to lie to you guys here. Even if you take a look at the next story. Now, FedNow is coming out. CBDC projects are all over the United States. The digital pound is now underway. Do we have 100 likes yet, guys? I need a like count because I had to take out my YouTube to play these videos or else my computer was going to lag. I need to see our likes. Where are our likes, friends? Where are our likes? All right, we got 101 likes and 97 people watching. Let's get 150 likes. What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? We have 102 likes. That's more than I saw. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. They love the ability to freeze transactions. Exactly. Your money could expire. Hi, TS lawyer, Stacy. It's all about control. Yep. Dave Digital is here. Nick, FLP, welcome. T-Bone, I think I spoke to you already. Who else? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Someone said, I'm Cash Cats, nice to see you. Someone said I'm eating, whatchamacallit? I'm eating bugs with Mitch Ray. Mitch Ray likes the bugs, not me. He loves the bugs. And he told me, oh, Randy, go eat the bugs yesterday. And I was like, no, that's like your thing. I was like, I can't eat them without you. Hi, Kenny. Oh, nice to see you. Hope you and Sophia are having a lovely morning. You and Sophia. Antonio, nice to see you. All right. Let's see. what the digital pound is happening with, because I'm going to wake you guys up to the digital pound too. Now, this is the thing. If you look all across Europe, the digital euro, they've been planning the digital euro for a very, very long time. Even if you look at the Bank of Japan, they've been working with the European Central Bank for a really long time. I'm going to enlighten you a little bit. Enlighten you. Now, Bank of Japan, they've been working with the ECB for years, since 2017 on proof of concept, distributed ledger technology, which I'm telling you they don't plan on using because they want everything to be controlled. We already went over that with the whole president of the ECB. Now let's talk about the digital pound. They're saying that the digital pound should be interoperable with crypto, according to the UK. Lobby groups and crypto companies in the UK are generally welcoming of the government's plan for a digital pound, but some of them believe the currency should be interoperable with crypto in order to be suitable for the future. They opened its plans for the digital pound for public comment in February, just as its neighbor, the EU, pushed ahead with the digital euro. The UK government has proposed a platform model where the BOE, the Bank of England, would provide an infrastructure for a central bank digital currency to allow private companies to integrate and provide wallets to connect to other services. A digital pound could bring a number of opportunities, from potentially enhancing and improving our existing payment system and providing an alternative to other forms of payment, and potentially spur innovation across the sector. This is the chair of Crypto and Digital Assets All-Party Parliamentary Group. Responses to the government's plans are now coming with a deadline on June 30th. Now, they have a limit on holding. They have proposed a limit to 10,000 to 20,000 digital pounds per individual for the introductory period of the CBDC. Already, the Bank of England wants to limit you on what you can buy. Now, let's go take a look at the Bank of England's website. This is the Bank of England. They're telling you in this video what is the digital pound. And I was laughing watching this video before.
The world we live in is becoming more digital. As a result, we aren't using cash as much as we used to. To keep up with the changing times, the Bank of England and HM Treasury are looking at the idea of a digital pound. This would be an electronic version of cash issued by the Bank of England and accessed through digital wallets provided by private companies. You'd be able to spend your digital pounds.
Private companies. No private companies issuing your wallets. Not self-custodial. They didn't say anything about that.
In the shops and online, using your phone, as well as sending them to friends and family. And you would also still be able to pay with cash or money in your bank, even if we go ahead with the digital pound. People have told us that this could be useful, but we haven't made a final decision whether to launch one. A few countries already have their own version of a digital currency, and over 100 others are thinking about it. We think the digital pound might offer a new way to pay, help businesses, build trust in money, and better protect our financial system.
CBDCs don't protect us. They just put us in danger. They take away everything from you. Now, they're saying we need the digital pound. We need the digital pound. Now, you already saw in that article that they want to limit you to 10 to 20,000 pounds per individual. They also noted on their website that if they introduce the digital pound, they think they would need to set a limit for how much people could hold. It would give them time to understand the impact that it might have on the financial system and ensure it won't cause disruption. Once they better understand it, they would review the limit, and they have not decided what the limit will be for day-to-day spending. Again, they basically already did that. So they didn't update it on their website, but they proposed a limit of 10 to 20,000 pounds per individual. They are not guaranteed to change your limits. They could limit you whenever they want if they could already do it to start off with. The Bank of England, they put out a whole consultation paper in February talking about a new form of money, businesses. You guys could definitely take a look at this because it is absolutely wild. If you continue on, they've been talking about CBDCs, the opportunities, the challenges in the design since March 2020. So the fact that they are saying that they don't know what they're going to do, they haven't made a decision, they already made their decisions. They already have a limit on how much you can own already, how much you could spend already. We watched that video of Christine, the president of the European Central Bank, with the digital euro, that if you already spend over $1,000, you're in the gray area and you could go to jail for spending your money. That is absolutely ridiculous. There's no privacy, there's no freedom in central bank digital currencies. So when you hear about these countries saying, we don't know if we're going to put out a central bank digital currency, we're not sure yet, we haven't figured this out, that is not true. They already figured this out. The Bank of Japan, the ECB, they've been working together since 2017. The Bank of China working with the UAE and the Bank of Thailand and a few other countries since 2019. 2020 was when this discussion paper came out from the Bank of England. All of this has been going on for years. So again, make sure you guys know that CBDCs aren't new, but Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is the way to combat that and hedge yourself against control with freedom. What's going on, guys? What is going on here? Bacon, eggs, and hash. I like how excited the person in the ad sounds. Adds to the twisting, turning screws. Literally, I can't. They're like, yeah, you know, the CBDC is so amazing. You know, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. If crypto companies allow CBDCs and promote it, will it push crypto adoption faster? Well, I think some crypto companies are going to talk about CBDCs. There's actually one exchange that I saw is already talking about it as well. I think a lot of exchanges are going to be pressured to have CBDCs on their platforms. I do think it would push crypto adoption in the sense that people are going to be looking at digital currencies in a different light, meaning that they're going to probably have to use them or else they're going to be left behind. Just like how a lot of people like that are older, they were like, oh, I have to get a debit card now. I can't use my checkbook all the time to go to the store. I have to be able to pay right there and then. Same thing for the iPads and FaceTime. People want, oh, what am I ever going to use the internet for? Then they had to learn the internet. They had to learn social media or else you're going to be left behind and you're not going to keep up with the news and what's going on. Same thing is going to probably go on where we have crypto exchanges that are going to be involved with it. And I'm not happy about it, but I think we definitely need to step up and hedge and educate and have people understand that what's freedom, what's not. Stablecoins are definitely going to play a role too, but I think stablecoins are kind of going to be merged with CBDCs and that they're going to try to maybe like cancel out the stablecoins because they can't really have as much control of the stablecoins that they could CBDCs. Now, you also have to take note into how they're going to let you transact. Of course, they're not going to let you use your freaking MetaMask and your digital identity, your private digital identity to deal with digital currencies like this, like CBDCs, like the Bank of England in that video said that they're going to have private companies issue you your wallets, meaning that you're probably never going to have your keys to your coins. You're never going to be able to have any accessibility to your money and to your freedom ever again. And they could expire. And if you look at this video of the digital yuan, then it literally lets you know that it will expire. And it gives government more control. It gives everybody more control. I could actually pull up that video for you guys right now.
Digital currency news. China is exploring expiration dates with its upcoming digital yuan, or DCEP, which means the currency will expire if not used in a certain timeframe. The digital yuan is programmable to the point that the currency can be made to expire, thus forcing consumers to use it up by a certain date. This is a twist on an obscure, unconventional monetary policy innovation known as a G-cell currency, an expiring money, which gives the issuing government a heightened degree of control over money velocity. If domestic consumption can be tightly controlled, then it's a way to not just increase the volume of consumption but to control the variance of demand for the goods China produces. The digital yuan permits a new method for surveilling the population, creating new data which can be tracked by authorities.
There you go. Said it all for me there. Now, central banks are still proposing CBDC stablecoin standards with Amazon. So after everything we just talked about with the FedNow program coming out, which will lead you into CBDCs. Jerome Powell covering up the fact that he already talked about CBDCs, that he's working on retail and wholesale CBDCs. Project Hamilton, if you guys look at that, is already done. Bank of England talking a lot of smack about how they don't know about CBDCs, but they're going to have a limit on how much you can hold. Of course, someone like Amazon is going to jump in on the fray. Central banks propose CBDCs and stablecoin standards with Amazon and grab running trials. The Monetary Authority of Singapore has proposed standards for using digital money, including CBDCs and tokenized bank deposits on a distributed ledger. A technical white paper produced with the IMF, Banca d'Italia, Bank of Korea, financial institutions, and fintech firms propose a common protocol that specifies the conditions upon which an underlying digital money can be used. The MAS said retailer Amazon, finance company Faz, and super app creator Grab are collaborating on a pilot to test escrow arrangements for online retail transactions, with payments released to the merchant only after the customer receives the items purchased. The white paper covers technical specifications as well as business and operating models for how arrangements could be programmed to specify validity periods or type of shops when making transfers. The paper notes that programmability of digital money is a point of contention. The EU regulators, for instance, have already had a provision to the digital euro legislation specifying such a currency would not be programmable because it could limit the freedoms of use afforded by cash. Operators will need to ensure programmability does not come at the expense of digital money's ability to serve as a medium of exchange. The singleness of money should be preserved, and the programmability should not limit the distribution of money and lead to fragmentation of liquidity in the system. The collaboration among industry players and policymakers have helped achieve important advances in the settlement efficiency, merchant acquisition, and user experience. Well, if you take a look at what they're saying here, is that they want to have escrow. We already have peer-to-peer payments with Bitcoin. We don't need these CBDCs. What is going on? Bitcoin prevents double spending. If you transact with somebody, that is it. That is it. There's no calling someone and being like, oh no, like whatever. No, we already have cross-border payments. We have retail payments. All of that is with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We do not need CBDCs for any of it. If anything, FedNow, the CBDC programs, they only make transactions more difficult. And obviously under more control, because you can't control your transactions if all of them go through something like those central banks. Really scary, guys. Really scary. Smashy's like, share the stream out with friends. What is going on in this chat? Why don't we have 150 likes yet? We need 150 likes. As we know, as there are CBDCs coming about, all of these things going on, big banks are seeking to enter crypto. We know that we were talking about Deutsche Bank. Deutsche. They were seeking for crypto license approval in Germany. Already happening. They were going after it. Obtaining this license will allow crypto companies to confidently advertise and offer their services in the German market. So this could have a really big effect on the market. But now we have more banks jumping in. There is a registration in France for another traditional finance giant to enter the crypto space. CACEIS, the asset servicing arm of the banking giants Crédit Agricole and Santander, has been registered by the French regulators to provide crypto custody services. The bank, which provides services to asset managers such as insurers, pension funds, and private equity, was registered by France's Financial Markets Authority, the AMF, as of Tuesday, June 20th. It joins other traditional firms such as the Societe Generale's Forge and AXA investment managers, and being recognized under one of the most advanced crypto regulatory frameworks in Europe as the EU prepares to impose new crypto licensing rules known as MiCA in 2024. They have 4.6 trillion euros of assets under custody, and they've been rumored to be involved in crypto or getting involved in crypto since 2021. This is a compulsory registration, and it's for those providing crypto custody, exchange, or trading services in France. The move is one of the latest in a series of traditional finance companies showing interest. Earlier this week, as we talked about Deutsche Bank, and then we have BlackRock entering the space, Invesco, Wisdom Tree, Valkyrie Funds, which we will talk about right after this. The ECB, the European Central Bank, has also asked banks to hold high levels of precautionary capital for its earnings it deems as risky. And they didn't immediately respond for comment. But again, another huge bank, another big financial giant joining the crypto industry. As we have huge players entering the industry, like Deutsche Bank, this new France bank that's entering, and Santander, they were registered to provide crypto custody services. Invesco, Wisdom Tree, and now Valkyrie, as well as BlackRock. But now Valkyrie is joining the rush with a Bitcoin spot ETF to go along with its futures. Cryptocurrency fund Valkyrie is now applying for a Bitcoin spot exchange traded fund ETF, joining several other firms with the SEC last week. They filed an S1 registration for a Bitcoin spot ETF on June 21st. In it, the firm indicated that it would seek to list under the NASDAQ under the symbol BRR. Because the money printer goes, what? BRR. It's an old hand at Bitcoin futures ETF. It launched the second Bitcoin future ETFs in the United States, which is the Bitcoin Strategy ETF in October 2021 and launched the Valkyrie Balance Sheet Opportunities VBB in December of that year. It liquidated that in October 2022. They also run the Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF, which is basically WAGMI, which I think is hilarious, WGMI, which tracks securities of companies that derive their revenue or profits from Bitcoin mining. On May 16th, they submitted the application for a futures ETF to be called Valkyrie Bitcoin Futures Leverage Strategy ETF, BTFD. And that would be a fund rather than a trust, as in the case for the firm's proposed BTC Spot ETF. As you can see, we're going BRR. BRR. Let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, Creighton, please, dude. Stacy, this is refreshing. You're speaking about the real news with honesty instead of shying away from all the important topics. I'm so glad I came across you from the lifer. Oh, thank you, Stacy. I really appreciate that. Listen, Stacy, I am so real and I am so honest. I will always be real. I will always be honest. I feel like it's the better way to go about things. And I really do cover a lot of things on this channel that literally nobody else talks about. And it's very upsetting because I do think that this is huge news, all of the central bank digital currencies. Like, I talk about Bitcoin, I talk about crypto more the majority of the show. But when it comes down to things like central bank digital currencies and what's happening behind the scenes, no one looks at the Bank of England's website, the Bank of Japan's website, the Bank of China's website. No one's looking at that. And I don't understand why. I read the economic report of the president because I'm a crazy person. And that's why I'm here, because I know that maybe a lot of people don't have the time to do this research, which is why I do it. And I come here and I put out this information for you because I really do want to help people. I want everyone to understand the truth and what's actually going on. You mean when you're not talking about Creighton? I'm true when I talk about Creighton too. I speak the truth about Creighton. Randy A, love the coffee and cookies. We love coffee and cookies. Hi, Renga Apes Club. RAC over there going, brrr. Fox Venus, nice to see you as well. Ruby FX is here. Diddly D, what's up? Nice to see you. Who else? Did I miss anyone else? If I missed you, please let me know. Matt Bradley. CBDCs. I can't. I'm literally going to lose it. Wesley Ashley, nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Orlando, hi to you as well. American Legend is here. Who else? I hope I didn't miss anyone. I hope I did not miss anyone. Cool. Beautiful. Yes, everyone say hello to me. Diesel, nice to see you. Just dropped another $100 on Doge. Oh, Crash Coin going off. Bacon, eggs, and hash going off as well. Wow. Nice, nice. Go off, guys. Go off. Just to finish up this this little thing going on. This little thing. Puma. I thought this was really interesting. Puma and Gutter Cat Gang and LaMelo Ball team up to release NFT sneakers. I thought this was freaking wild, and I just wanted to shout this out. That look at these sneakers. They look crazy. It looks like a heat map. It says Web3 streetwear brand Gutter Cat Gang is teaming up with shoe retailer Puma and NBA player LaMelo Ball to release an NFT sneaker collection. Sneakerheads meet NFTs. This is going to be MELOD 1P's third signature Puma shoe. And it's the first ever collab between Gutter Cat Gang, Puma, and LaMelo, dropping exclusively on OpenSea, as you guys can see right here. This is an original sneaker collection that will open its mint on the NFT marketplace OpenSea on June 29th, so 1 week away until this drops. According to the website, the sneaker collection comes from a new era for hoops, apparel, and fashion that was designed by Ball as part of MB, his fashion collaboration with Puma. Each buyer that purchases the NFT sneakers will also receive a physical counterpart that they can actually flex in real life. This collaboration pushes the boundaries of innovation by empowering hoopers to express their unique style both on the court and online, while bringing more mainstream awareness to Web3 tech and digital collectibles. Eager buyers can now register for the allow list on the platform Pre-Mint through the site that has already claimed it's over-allocated, and now all buyers will be able to mint into the collection. Collectors who get early access on the allow list can purchase the Gutter Mellow MB03 sneakers for $175, while those on the early access list will pay $195. The price will then rise for $215 for the public sale. This is the future. You could get your NFT sneakers with Nike and LaMelo Ball, and then you could go get your tequila NFTs from Guy Fieri. That's hilarious, man. I love that. This is the future. If you are a brand and you want to stay relevant in the future and be a part of the next wave of technology, then this is it. Involve yourself in crypto. Involve yourself in NFTs. Now, my friends, we are having a little bit of an item going on here. Coin Bureau plus MTC episode. You know what? That's interesting. I want to hit up Coin Bureau. I think I have mutual friends with Coin Bureau. This is crazy. What's supposed to be live today, Stacy? NFTs have a big place in retail. I've been trying to create awareness of that. I've been pushing NFTs. I've been literally minting NFTs since November 2020. So I was one of the first creators, period, to mint NFTs. Literally no one talks about that either here. And yeah. Why do shoes keep getting ugly? I try to keep it simple with my sneakers. If you look at my sneakers, they're very white, black, they're very simple sneakers. Say hello to me, please. Oh, you wrote before that message. Okay, hold on. I'm going to find it. Where? Oh, hi, Xander. Saeed. Nice to see you. Kev Donaldson. He said, good day from Edinburgh. Well, hello from NYC. It's nice to see you. Cool. Who else wants a Guy plus Hipper duo? I'm so dead, man. You're like that this is a cozy group? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this is a nice, cozy, zesty group. We love this group. Support the stream. Yeah. Dave Digital, damn rejection hurts. What? Who's rejecting who? Who's rejecting who? I like very simple sneakers. I love my Adidas All Stars. I even like the shoe Adams. Adams is Retro Mike's I'm not acknowledging every viewer. Sheesh. What do you mean? I tried. Who did I miss, Retro Mike? You're giving me sheesh? Who did I miss? Crash rejected me. Aw. Dot Swoosh and Fortnite are releasing NFT sneakers today. A find and seek. Yes. The Nike NFTs are huge. Guys, we're having a pullback with Bitcoin. Let's talk about that for a moment. $29,769 Bitcoin. We are taking a sheesh right now. Now, let's take a look at the hourly chart because we've been sitting here for an hour so we have some new candles forming here. Now, we have green money flow on the hourly, but seems to be heading down here. VWAP. Oh, no. VWAP popped confidently below the zero line. Momentum shift very quick within the last few hours. Oh, my sheesh. And exactly when we fell below the zero line with the VWAP is when we had this red candle. Guys, what is going on? We had a high today of $30,474, wick high of $30,808, and then we freaking slipped. Oh my gosh. What is happening, guys? Can we rebound from this and close at 31 today, 31K, and just shock everyone, surprise us all with this retrace? And whoa. Javier said, hi, Randy is awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for your love. Balling on a budget. Just a little breather, I guess. Oh my gosh. With the bird poo. Oh my sheesh. Ovalbor says, Stacy said, oh my goodness, I'm going to start using that. Oh my sheesh. Yeah. Oh my sheesh is very correct, man. Very correct in what's going on here. We're having a retrace here with Bitcoin, taking a little bit of a dip due. Hopefully we could rebound. What if we hit this low from a few hours ago, 29,559, and then bounce back up? epic would that be? How epic would that be? Now, again, guys, we know people slept on Bitcoin. We had nap time. You guys remember nap time? This was nap time if you guys forgot. Welcome to nap time. Between 15 and 17K from November to January. People were like, Bitcoin's going to 10K. Bitcoin's going to 0. It's going to 8. Oh my gosh. And then now we saw how that went. And now we are sitting up here at almost 30K. We were just over 30K. And yep. Javier just took out my 0.001 Bitcoin. Is it Jerome's fault? Honestly, I don't think so. I think Chair Powell like doesn't have that like I don't know why people rely on Chair Powell and his like words so much, because I don't see why this affects the market other than like you just see like how they're gonna play it basically. But I don't think Bitcoin, it has that much effect on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin does what it wants when it wants. Let's say, for example, Bitcoin dips while Chair Powell is speaking. They're like, oh my God, Chair Powell caused this. But what if Bitcoin went up while Chair Powell is speaking? They're like, oh, he caused that. But either way, maybe it was going to happen anyway. Apparently, he's doing a Q&A. Is that true? Is he doing a Q&A now? Nap time is over forever. I agree, Saeed. Nap time is over forever. We've been done with nap time. We've been done with nap time. This was your moment, guys. This was your moment. It's gone. Guys, is Chair Powell live right now? If he's live, I will pull up Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell live. Where is it? Oh. Is he live? Let's see. I gotta look. Oh, I think he is live. Let's see.
Contents of it, and it's still in motion. There will be a proposal that comes to the board for approval, and it'll be subject to discussion. And it's possible there would be further changes before the vote, or
He is live again, guys. Smash these likes, share the stream out.
we'll have time to review it.
As you're going through the review process, do you believe that it would be appropriate to give members of this committee or members of Congress a sort of roadmap for what the recommendations entail prior to moving forward?
So I think that'll happen, I think that'll happen because I think Vice Chair Barr would probably be giving public remarks at some point before the meeting. And I guess I understand now that the head of the FDIC actually gave a speech this morning. I didn't see it, but I know he gave a speech about this subject.
Can you explain why comments from Mr. Barr about having a safe and sound banking system square with a banking system that needs additional capital?
So that's the question is, of course, we spent all those years raising capital for the largest banks, and I think further increases will have to be justified, and there will be. We've always known that the Basel III endgame was going to bring some capital increases and bring a discussion about the trade-offs, and there are trade-offs between higher capital, and that's the discussion we're going to be having, and.
I love how a lot of the conversations I keep hearing from Jerome Powell is him talking about liquidity for the banks, capital for the banks. Like I said, over 722 banks lost over 50% of their capital only within the first quarter of this year. I have to imagine that's continuing. I just don't understand how this is continuing to be a conversation. Let's see what's going on, guys.
Valley Bank now. Yesterday, we had an appropriate hearing and a markup on executive compensation. I voted against it for a couple of reasons. I think we need to work on more tailoring, and I hope as it moves through, we can work in good faith to address some things that would get me to a yes. But another reason why, or one of the concerns I had about that meeting is I think we could pass an executive comp bill and think that we're done with the root causes of Silicon Valley Bank. I, for one, think it was equal parts of management malpractice and supervisory malpractice. So the question I have is who in the Fed is ultimately going to give me a straight answer on what the breakdowns were in the supervisory functions, who those people were. And to the extent that we found less than adequate supervision, what's the disposition of their jobs? Who's that person? Because I ask everybody and they say it's not in their lane. So who is the person that owns me? In the same way that we've mapped the CEO and various members of the bank having made egregious decisions that they should have their compensation clawed back, who can I talk to that says we've looked at the supervisory process, here were some lapses, they didn't use the optionality of 2155. We now are seeing increased reports of MRAs and MRIAs, so I think there are supervisors out there that are probably understanding Senate Bill 2155 better. But who can answer that question for me? This comes down to a handful of human beings who are responsible for the supervisory functions of SVB.
Tough for
Devs,
me
do
to say that
something.
something's not in my lane. So
Yeah.
and I also think tough for Vice Chair Barr. So it is our lane. And but I what. So if I can address what it is you're asking though, it's I would say clearly supervisory failures. And let's not just say San Francisco. It's very much at the board. We are accountable. It's a delegated function. It's definitely at the board. The buck stops at the board on supervision, not at San Francisco Reserve Bank, although they're involved. So we need to learn the lessons and we need to implement changes. It's not just supervision though. We need to fix liquidity regulation because of the speed of the it's just a different world. And the regulation for liquidity, the LCR and the NSFR, they're just not adequate to a world where people are moving money around on their phones like that. So we're doing all of that. I think we're doing it very transparently and rapidly.
How are they going to do FedNow if they can't handle this?
You won't be satisfied with is we in public service, people, if they engage in malfeasance, if they conduct criminal behavior, if they break rules and things like that, they get fired. Nothing like that happened here. The San Francisco Fed they had identified the issues, they had notified the management team that they needed, but it just wasn't forceful enough. And that's a problem with our system, I think, and the way bank regulation is a very kind of procedural-oriented thing where you're raising things like that. And we need to be able to be nimble and more forceful where appropriate, not every day on every decision, but on where it's appropriate. So that's what I think we're working on now.
Well, thank you. And again, thank you. You've been very accessible. I'm going to try and request a meeting after the recess sometime this summer. I would like to get back with you, and we'll be submitting questions for the record. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thanks, Senator Tillis. I would add that I don't think that Congress in 2155 and Barr's predecessor, Mr. Quarles, weakening the rules even more.
And there you have it. We still have liquidity issues. We still have issues at all of the banks. Now, we have Jerome Powell talking a lot of smack about the banks, talking about Silicon Valley Bank, and they asked, how can we get answers on who's supervising these banks? And he basically says, I haven't got an answer for you. And this happens every single time. And you don't even have to watch more than we just watched to know that if you look at these, like Gary Gensler's, Liz Warren's, if you look at the Janet Yellen's, you will never get a straight answer out of these people. So keep on Jerome Powell. Look at what he's been doing. Make sure, again, you guys are enjoying the stream. If you guys are enjoying the stream, let's get 150 likes. I see we have 130. Let's get 150 likes. Smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. You guys are crazy in this chat. You guys are nutballs in there. Like, this is crazy. Get in line. I can't believe you guys. You guys are wild. I have a crazy view. Yeah, I'm actually Morty. I'm actually in the metaverse. So this is my metaverse house. You see my name is right there. I have like my little, I have like my robot monsters right there that I could go pew, 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 pew with, and maybe blow up the money printer with. And then I have like my metaverse stairs to go upstairs into my metaverse bed. And yep, there we go. Juan Lewis at 50K Bitcoin. Let's go. Woo! I'm with you, my friends. I am with you. Jim, nice to see you. Listen, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I have a lot of things to get to today. I have a lot to do. I want to make sure you guys know that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is freedom. Bitcoin is truth. Bitcoin is prosperity. Bitcoin is fundamentally the reason why we are here. And of course, we love our altcoins. We love our other blockchains. We have to decentralize ourselves. We have to decentralize our ecosystem. We have to decentralize our money, our identity, our wealth, our property. There's no reason to give up those freedoms, especially for convenience. We've done that way too many times before. I don't want to put on a tinfoil hat. I don't want to go too deep into the rant. However, we've done this for way too long where we're giving up our freedoms for convenience. We have to be able to take control of ourselves. Stop giving into the narrative, giving into the tradition of letting somebody hold your hand, because that's what it is. It's a tradition where generation to generation, we just taught our children, hey, keep your money in the bank. Trust this custodian to hold your wealth, which then leads your whole life. When now we're in a digital age where if money's going digital, it might as well be something we own, that's something we're in control of, something that's permissionless, something that's cross-border. We own it. We are in control of it. No one can take it from us. So my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you smash these likes, subscribe, share the stream out with friends. I hope you guys have a happy Thursday, a beautiful weekend. Maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow on YouTube. I usually go live on TikTok and Instagram, but I might go live on YouTube anyway. I will keep you guys posted. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day, a happy Thursday, a lovely weekend. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.